Hi, it's Sandy McKenzie of the Lumber Mill. Thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to be making a sign. It's one of my best sellers. It's my Crazy Dog sign, and it's really popular. It's kind of cute and cheeky, and yeah, it's fun. So it's Crazy Dogs live here. Do not knock. They will bark, I will yell, shit will get real. And I'll show you how to stencil it. I got the wood from, well, we have a sawmill, so I got the wood from our mill. But you can get like pine or cedar or something. You can get it at like Home Depot or Lowe's, or maybe there's a sawmill near you, so you could get it there. Yeah, and so I made this sign up. I don't know if you can see it very good. I'll just kind of lift it up. So this one, it takes, this one is cedar. No, I lied, it's pine. And I just did a round over on it. If you can see this, I grinded with the grinder and did a round over, but I can show you that in another video how to do it if you're interested. And then I just did a bit, I took a torch and torched it a bit and did a whitewash over top of that. But when the weather gets nicer, I'll be going outside and doing some wood signs, and I'll show you how to do that. And then I cut the stencil out. I'll show you the stencil. Here's the first word, it's crazy. And I cut it out on my Cricut. I have a Cricut, and it's wonderful. I use it all the time. I highly recommend it. And yeah, I cut this out on my Cricut, and I use acetate. You can use stencil blanks from Hobby Lobby. The reason why I like acetate is because I can use it over and over and over. And then I just take it off my Cricut machine, and I give it a quick spray with stencil adhesive, so it'll just lightly tack to my board, so it'll kind of stay in place when I'm painting it. Yeah, and you're welcome to ask me any questions or yeah. And this is the Lumber Mill's most popular sign. It's a really good seller. So to paint today, I'm just going to use a palette, and I have some just acrylic paint. You can get this again at Michael's, Hobby Lobby. Use your coupons, any craft store, Walmart. That's a good place to get it too. So you have your palette and you put your paint down. The secret with stencils is less is more. So I have a blob of paint there, and you put your stencil brush in it, and you take almost all of it off. You remove all of it off. You really want a dry brush. So if you could see, I made a couple different blobs and took most of that paint off. Okay, so I can see 2 people are live right now. Feel free to comment, ask questions, say hi, and yeah, I'm just gonna tilt you down a bit so you can see my stenciling. I'm gonna start at the bottom here so you can see it better. So you just pounce. I usually pounce in the middle. I start in the middle so it doesn't bleed through, and then I use up that paint. I don't want to get too close to the edge with a big blob of fresh paint. Now I like to swirl. Pouncing is the best to do, but I just like swirling. So, hey Anna, how's it going? So Anna, you should do this stencil. It's really, really popular. It's one of my best-selling stencils. Anna is my cousin, and she also sells signs and does woodworking, and I see her along my travels. It's great. And so here I've got that one done, and I'll just kind of hold it up here for you so you can see the Get Real. You can see where I went over the edge a bit. Yeah, my bad, but hey, life is life. I don't really sweat the little. In the grand scheme of life, I'll get over it. But you can use a piece of acetate or stencil vinyl and hold it on your edge, so you don't go over on your board, so you don't get like where I went over. But this stencil, like I said, I designed it on my own. I designed it on my Cricut stencil, or my Cricut maker, and I'm going to make the stencil larger so I don't have to worry about going over the edge. So now I'm doing the next section, and I'm just pouncing and swirling. Try not to go over the edge on all 4 edges. I'll flip it to this side. So, it's a stormy, crap day today. We've got about, maybe 10 inches of snow today, but it's really windy and it's blowing away. And hey, Tammy, glad you could make it. Good morning. Yeah, we got about 10 inches of snow, and they're calling for like another 20, but I don't know. I have my doubts. How about you? What's the weather like where you are at? Do anyone else sell signs, or what do you guys like to create in for your business or in your spare time? What's your go-to craft to do? I love doing signs. It's just so rewarding. I just sometimes, I would come interact with you. Yeah, you should. I only live in Canada. A little bit of a drive, but yeah, that would be awesome for you to come. Let me see if I can pull myself up on my live. I don't know why I can't find my own live. That's pretty sad. Yeah, I can see my post, but I can't see my live. Ha ha ha. So yeah, because I can only see one message at a time on my phone, which kind of sucks, because if someone else interacts, I really can't see it. Yeah, so I'm just I'm already almost halfway done, and I'll just show you where I'm at right now. I'm in Delaware. We haven't really had any snow here this year. It's sunny here today. 40 degrees. Hey Melanie, how's it going? Yeah, that's what I have so far. So it's looking good. And now I'll do the top half. And yeah, if you want to see any videos, or if there's anything you want to learn how to do, just reach out, and yeah, reach out, and I'll give you a hand if I can, or I'll do it live. Hey Debbie. Oh my God, you're watching me at work. Storm stayed. Oh no, there's nothing worse than getting storm stayed at Bruce Power. That's awful. Tammy, she likes to do a little of everything. Refinish furniture, crafts, build and rebuild dollhouses. Oh man, that is cool. I know when you're into crafts and art, I don't know, it's hard not to get into everything. And then you need all the supplies. I think I have like one in every color. And hey Lisa, how's it going? Yeah, I'm just addicted to doing crafts and art, and you need one in every color, and I love repurposing furniture. You're gonna see me do, I have an armoire that I had bought, and I'm gonna redo it as soon as the weather turns nicer, and it's gonna be amazing. If it turns out the way I think, I'm gonna totally revamp it so you won't even recognize it. I'll definitely have to do some before and after shots. And yeah, so I'm just, if you tuned in late here, I'm just doing a dog sign, doing some stenciling. And like I said before, less is more. You just dab into the paint, and then you brush it off, like you do a real dry brush, and you take all the paint off of your brush. If you don't do that, you get bleed through, and or it'll run underneath your stencil and it'll just look like crap. So it's better to use less, and if you have to, you can go over it, but I don't usually have to go over it. So my stencils, Melanie, I design these ones. I have a Surface Pro, and I design them and cut them out on my Cricut Maker. And my daughter's on here. Where's Otis? She can see Ella, that's my puppy in the background. Odie is like laying in my bed, because that's what he does. He thinks it's his dog bed. So yeah, Otis is laying in my bed. And so I make my own stencils. I design them, and that's the fun of it. I'm addicted to designing them. Like that's as much fun as painting them. And so I design them and cut them out, and it's really quite easy, and I just love it. So I'm getting through this. I don't know how long have I been on here. There's 7 watching now. And Tammy has a scan and cut, but would love a Cricut Maker. You know what? I do love my Cricut Maker. I haven't tried the Silhouette, but I do love my Cricut Maker. And I spoiled myself and saved up all my pennies and bought a Surface Pro, which I can draw on, which you could draw on an iPad too. But if you can draw, and then I save it as a PNG file in, I go into my PowerPoint and make a PowerPoint and save it as a PNG file, and then I can save it and pull it into my Cricut Maker. I love it, because this little baby, I don't know if you'll be able to see her very good, but that is my hound dog. I drew her. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up. Oh, that's great. I have a Cricut Expression folder version. Should still work. Absolutely. Hey, Allison. Snow day today. Actually, if you have a Cricut, I have no problem. I can send these to you by Facebook, and I can share them with you. I have no problem doing that. But this one I drew in Surface Pro. She's my Ella, my hound dog. She has really long ears, and she's gonna go on this board as soon as I'm done with these words. And Allison loves stenciling. Ha ha ha. She's kind of impatient, and I try to get her to stipple because she has a little bit more paint on her brush, but she likes to swirl. And yeah, it's a technique. Like you have to practice it a bit, and get it down pat, and less is more. Like I said, use less paint, Yeah, so here's what I have so far. I'll peel that off. I've got, and like I said, these are my stencils. I'm terrible at technology though. I only enough to be dangerous. I know, today I'm hoping I'm on horizontal feed today. Yesterday I was turned sideways, so yeah, I'm getting there. I keep going until I know how to do it. So this is on acetate if you missed that part, or you can get like stencil blanks at Hobby Lobby. And I'm just finishing up. I just have one more crazy part to go, and then I'll do the dog. And thanks for joining me today. I hope you're getting something out of this and enjoying this video. And feel free to comment. I'll check. I can only see one comment at a time. Because for some reason I can't pick it up on my, we have really bad internet, and it's really crappy out today. All the highways are closed and everything, and actually I'm surprised we didn't get as much snow as I thought, but hey, I'll take it. So I can't get my computer onto this video, which I was planning on seeing the chat and answering questions with that, but I will get to all of the comments. Good to know. I never knew what you used for making stencils. Oh, good. Yeah. You know, you can get Cricut and some other companies. They do have stencil material. Like, it's like a vinyl, or you could use a vinyl. But I like to use mine over and over and over. If you're doing it once, that's great. Like, if you're doing it once, you might as well use stencil vinyl, and then just throw it out. But I like to do mine over and over. And then I also, when I'm designing it, I also use stencil letters. So see how the D holds the stencil in? It doesn't, because then I'd have all these centers falling out. So it doesn't look as nice, but you know what? It's good. And so I use stencil letters. Okay, so I'm going to try to hold this up here. So, oh yeah, it's backwards. I gotta figure out how to do it so it's not backwards. So it's crazy dogs live here, do not knock, they will bark, I will yell, shit will get real. Okay, and I apologize for it looking backwards to you. I'm sure there's this little magic wand here if I press it. Hey Jocelyn, how are ya? I'm sure if I press that little wand, I could switch you guys around, but I could also shut you off, so I'm not gonna press the little wand. But I will learn how to do that for the next video for sure. So I'm just doing my dog stencil. It's the last piece, and like I said, don't use very much paint. You if you use paint, if you use too much paint, it will bleed underneath the stencil. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Yeah, I will post a picture of it when I'm done, and yeah, and then you'll be able to see what it looks like. I did post a little quick video this morning with the dogs, and I had one done already, so you can see what it looks like. Oh, I wonder if I could scroll this down. No? Oh yeah, I can. Stencils would be helpful with furniture. Oh yeah, they would. They would be awesome with furniture. And you could make your own, like, flowers, and I have done stencil work on repurposed furniture, and I'll have that coming up in videos, so stay tuned. And if you want a certain stencil or or you have a certain idea, just reach out to me. Like I'm willing to share. Like I'll probably steal the idea. Like I'll probably put it on a piece of my furniture, but yeah, I'm willing to share. So I think he turned out pretty cute. There's my dog. And if anyone knows Ella, she has long ears, and I drew that on my Surface Pro, and I'm pretty happy with this sign. It's been a really good seller for me, and signs are good sellers. Like, yeah, you should get into signs if you're looking for things to sell. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Okay, so that's the project for the day, and thanks, Mel. Thanks, guys. If you think this helped you, or you have a friend, oh great, Jocelyn's gonna message me for stencil ideas. Great. And if this helped you, or you think of someone that it might help, like, feel free to tag them in this and comment and send me some love, send me some hearts. And I'm so glad you guys came today. And I might do another project tomorrow live. You never know. I don't know. Maybe 10 o'clock tomorrow again, but we'll see. Okay, thanks, guys. Thanks for the thumbs up. Great. Talk to you later. Hey, Jocelyn, check out Jocelyn. Put your post in here. She comes on at noon. She's going live at noon, and I believe she's doing repurposing furniture. So yeah, check her out. And Tammy, let us know what your company is and when you're going next live. Like that'd be great. I love watching these lives. It's great fun, and it's a learning experience. Holy, yeah, it's definitely a learning experience. Okay, that's no problem, Jocelyn, but I'll check you out anyway. Thanks for joining. Talk to ya. Bye.